Parshas Vayeshev, Tavshin Ayin Hey. We are now about a week away from Hanukkah, and we're going to talk much more about Hanukkah in next week's shir. But this week's shir, we have a bit of a change of venue, a little change of schedule. So we're doing the shir for Parshas Vayeshev a little bit early, and we hope to have it up online on time. So over the past few years, we've discussed in Parshas Vayeshev, we've discussed Mechiras Yosef at length. And now, we find, a little bit further in the Parsha, we find Yosef in Mitzrayim. And Yosef becomes a servant who is serving his master. And the Pasuk says the following, Vayehi Hashem es Yosef, Vayehi ish matzliach. Yosef became an ish matzliach, and we'll explain very soon what that really means. Vayar Adonov ki Hashem itoi. Yosef's master saw that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that Hashem was with Yosef. V'choil asher hu oiseh, Hashem matzliach biyodoi. And whatever Yosef would do, his master saw that whatever Yosef would do, he was matzliach. Yosef was something that every person wants to be. He had hatzlacha. The Pasuk tells us he was matzliach. Rashi says, Ki Hashem itoi, that the master of Yosef saw, Ki Hashem itoi. You know what Hashem itoi means? It tells us, says Rashi, that Shem Shamayim Shogur B'fiv. And the Ramban explains, the Ramban brings the Medrash. The Medrash says that Yosef HaTzadik was constantly aware of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he was always saying, Shivisi Hashem L'negdi Samid. And that's what Yosef was always saying. He always had it on the tip of his tongue. And because of that, his master said to Yosef, he would change the things that he wanted on the fly. He would say to Yosef, I would like a boiling drink. And Yosef would come and pour the drink for the master, and you know what? It was boiling. And then the master would say, I would like a drink that's just lukewarm. And when Yosef would pour the drink, it would be lukewarm. And that was a tremendous hatzlacha. So at first, Yosef's master thought that Yosef was proficient in kishuf, in magic. And he would say to Yosef, what are you doing? You're bringing magic to Mitzrayim. Mitzrayim is like the magic capital of the world. You're trying to show off. You're trying to bring magic to Mitzrayim. Come on, everybody in Mitzrayim was a magician then. Mitzrayim was mamish, the magic capital of the world. Until Yosef's master realized that this is not magic at all. You know what he saw? The Mefarshim say that he saw the Shekhinah. Imagine, this master of Yosef, he saw the Shekhinah surrounding Yosef. And that is how a Pasuk says in Nesivos Shalom. The Pasuk says, Vayar Adonov ki Hashem itoi. His master saw that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was with him. So normally we would translate the Pasuk to say that he was able to see from the things that Yosef did that Hashem was with him. Zok Nesivos Shalom, no. Vayar Adonov ki Hashem itoi, translate it literally. That his master was literally able to see the Shekhinah around Yosef. And the Ramban says that it was in the schus of Yosef HaTzadik that this master was able to see the Shekhinah. Because, come on, how many people, who's able to see the Shekhinah? To see the Shekhinah, you have to be on a tremendous madrega. But you know, in the schus of Yosef, the master was able to see the Shekhinah. And he saw that all the hatzlacha that Yosef had was not in his own merit. The hatzlacha that Yosef had was from the Shekhinah. The Shekhinah was surrounding Yosef. And that was a tremendous madrega of Yosef, that Yosef was zoicha to have the Shekhinah surround him and be with him and help him and make him into a person who is an ish matzliach all the time. Nesivos Shalom brings from the Yisoida Avoida and Chelik Beis, B'Shem the Moran Nevuchim, something very, very interesting. And we've spoken about this before at different times. And the Nesivos Shalom says that dinim, din min hashamayim, cannot have effect on a person who is absolutely connected to Hashem. Connection to Hashem makes you a person who is a matzliach. And a dinim in hashamayim cannot be chal. They cannot have any effect on a person who is connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When does din have an effect on a person? Only when a person separates from Hashem. If Hashem, you separate from Hashem, and dear boy, Hashem separates from you, then already you are affected by din. And many tzaddikim and chachamim and chasidim, Zok Nesivos Shalom, were very, very makpid in this inyan, to always feel and to always have in your mind, Shivisi Hashem l'negdi samid, to have in front of you a whole time, no matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing, to be thinking that I have a Kadosh Baruch Hu in front of me. Because when you have a Kadosh Baruch Hu with you, din min hashamayim, something negative does not happen to you. It brings you hatzlacha. And this is a good thing for everybody to know. And it's brought down, Nesivos Shalom, he speaks about it at length, that when you actually feel, and when you know that Kadosh Baruch Hu is with you, you bring a special siyata d'shmaya. It brings hatzlacha. And one who is noyeg with the kedusha, as Yosef was, and you keep your closeness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you become an ish matzliach. You become someone that din min hashamayim is not chal on you. So let's ask the question. Everybody's thinking the same question right now. Okay, right? How is it really possible for a person to constantly be connected to Hashem? It's a wonderful idea. We just elaborated on this theme beautifully, that if a person stays connected to Hashem and you have Shivisi Hashem l'negdi samid, you have it in front of you all day. Come on. We're regular people, right? How is it possible for a person to always stay connected to Hashem, never to be Masiach Das? So there's a Maimar Chazal in the Gemara Masech Chulin, Daf Ayin Ches Amar Aleph. Chazal tell us that if a person wants to help himself and a person is having trouble, the Gemara says as follows: Yoidia tsar lo rabim. Tell the public, tell other people your tsar, what's bothering you. V'rabim mevakshim alav rachamim. Tell your troubles to people. V'rabim mevakshim alav rachamim. How do we translate this? Because really, it should say, V'rabim yivakshu alav rachamim. Right? If you're reading these words, Yoidia tsar lo rabim, V'rabim mevakshim alav. And at that, it seems to be saying that it's talking about in a current state, right now. Really, what the Maimar Chazal should say is, you tell over your troubles to other people, and they'll daven for you. Yivakshu alav rachamim. And they will daven for you. Says the Nesivos Shalom a beautiful, beautiful answer. He says that by just telling other people your troubles, by making yourself part of a group of Yirei Hashem, automatically you're already bringing rachamim onto yourself. Not pshat that you're going to tell over your problems and then people will daven for you. When you tell people what's bothering you, you're becoming part of that group. And being part of a group, the tsar you're having, like we said before, is only because you drifted a bit from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And yes, it's hard to be focused on HaKadosh Baruch Hu 24/7. But when you connect to good people, and you tell those people a problem that you're having, and that you want them to daven for you, there are always people in that group, says Nesivos Shalom. Every group has people that are totally connected, that are more connected than you are to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So by just telling the people your problem, right away, V'ravim mevakshim. Right away, you're due something. Right away, you're part of this group too. You are reconnected. You're automatically closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So when the Lashon of Chazal says, V'rabim mevakshim alav rachamim, it means that as soon as you connect with these people, as soon as you connect with these people that are closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you attain rachamim. It's not yivakshu in the future. It is right now. As soon as you become part of a group. In other words, you have now the koyach, you have koyach hatzibur. And that is why people find it very, very important to connect yourself to a gadol. Connect yourself to a rebbe. And if it's hard to connect to a gadol or a rebbe that minute, connect yourself to good people. Connect yourself to people that are close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, people that have good midas, people that learn Torah. And when you connect to these kind of people, you become connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you automatically have Hatzlacha. You automatically become like Yosef HaTzadik, Ki Hashem Itoi. You become somebody that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to call an Ish Matzliach. You have someone that's going to get extra special, Siyata D'Shemaya. And that's a lesson that we learn from over here. To surround yourself, to first of all stay connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, where you always know in everything that you do that it's not you, Koichi v'oitzim yodi. It's not you and it's not anyone else around you. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu who helps you every step of the way. You keep HaKadosh Baruch Hu on your mind, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu surrounds you. And it's a cycle. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu surrounds you, you become an Ish Matzliach. You have a lot of Hatzlacha. But sometimes it's tough, so you know what you do. Connect yourself to a Rabbim. Connect yourself to a tzibur. Connect yourself to good people. Chanukah is coming next week. And this time of Chanukah is such a high time, and where we look on Chanukah to be close to the Shekhinah. We look to bring more Kedusha into our lives. And from this week's Parsha we see that when you do those things, and you become closer to the Shekhinah, and you bring more Kedusha in your life, it's a tremendous advantage for yourself. You could be a little selfish. Connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bring more Kedusha. You know what you're going to become? You're going to become an Ish Matzliach. Hang out with good people. Hang around with good people, because in those people are people who are connected to Hashem. Once you connect to Hashem, you become an Ish Matzliach. Let's learn the lesson of this week's Parsha as we get closer to Chanukah. Let us learn this lesson and wish for each one of us, and I wish that every single one of you becomes an Ish Matzliach.